Good morning, everybody. My name is Kiara Harvey, and I am here to discuss um, the life cycle of data and how and why it's important to secure your data while it's at each step of its life cycle. So let's get started. The first part of the life cycle of data would be data at rest. Your data at rest is information that is not currently being actively used. So, for example, that would be the files that you have saved on your computer, photos that you have saved on your phone, your resume you haven't touched in 5 years, files on your USB drive, things of that nature. And the way to secure that data would be by having encryptions that scramble the information to where only the user has access to that information because they have the authority to. Jobs would have, strong passwords or authentication, multi-step authentication factors set up for you to access that information because you have to be the proper user. The next step of the life cycle would be your data in use because it is actively being used. Once you open it, it is actively in use. So, for instance, this camera that I'm using right now is actively in use. Another example would be the resume that you're typing up and editing. It's actively in use. When you're checking your bank account, it's actively in use. And the important way to secure or protect that information would be to protect the device itself. So the way that you would have uh, that protection would be through like antivirus software installed on the devices to help you protect applications while they're in use. And finally, the last step of the life cycle would be data in transit. It's in motion, it's moving. So you're sending information from one network system to another. If you're like sending an email, making an online purchase, Venmoing your cousin some cash, that's information being sent from one device to another device. And the way to protect that would be to protect the channel that they're actually on, which use encryption communication protocols like the HTTPs when we're on certain websites and things of that nature. So that would be how we protect the data. Um, the strategy, of course, changes the focus. Like I said, when it's data at rest, your focus is protecting the memory and the storage. When it's data in use, your focus is protecting the device. And then when it's data in transit, your focus is protecting the communication line itself. Your information is most secure when it's at data at rest because it's not accessible, it's not open, as opposed to data in transit. An attacker can easily grab that information once it's in the cloud. It's no longer quickly accessible or able to be secured by the user itself. So when you're inside of the computer, your focus is, like I said, on that memory, on that storage, as opposed to like protecting the communication line, which would be protecting the firewalls and things of that nature once it's in transit. So, all in all, just protect your data. Know the steps that you need to take to protect your data while it's in each step and take that initiative because if you don't, your information can be easily accessed and manipulated and then spread across the world. And we all know as adults, once it's in the internet, it's a done deal. So protect your information, protect your data.